Hello everybody, welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Thank you for joining me. This is Monday Fun Day, where as you see we have lots of short topics about many different things. So thank you very much for being here and I appreciate your support a lot. Let's get straight into the first theme of the day. And what is going to be our theme today? Well, it's this. Today I'm going to be unboxing some of my old newspapers and memorabilia. I haven't touched this since, at least 20 years. I rescued it from the loft in one of the houses I bought in England, and I've packed it away, and now we're going to go through it again. I will be selling all of these things because they're slowly deteriorating and I don't really want to preserve them. So if anyone's interested in buying any of these things, please contact me via the comments below and we'll come to a deal. So this is just some of the items that this contains. Look out for more videos from this unboxing and my other curiosity collectibles. Here we go. Today we're looking at this newspaper called the News Chronicle, number 33.382, Wednesday, June the 3rd, 1953. Price 1.5D. Coronation number. All happy and glorious is the headline. If you're interested in purchasing this off of me, let me know in the comments below. So here we can see, it says the Queen laughs with her people. They're here on the balcony. The lovely Queen and her handsome consort. For the Queen, a tense ordeal is over. Now she relaxes. She waves to 70,000 people outside the palace. Picture below. The royal family are out to see the fly past of the 168 jets zooming over the Mall. The Queen points and gets Prince Charles to look. Look, here they are, all eyes on the fly past. And below picture, night on the balcony. Her pledge, with all my heart I shall strive to be worthy of your trust. And then we have here an advert. And this is for Lloyds Bank Limited. Down the bottom, June the 2nd, 1953. And inside, Queen lights up all Britain. Look, Mummy, there they are. And we have an advert for Bulmers for cider, the most popular cider of all. And we also have an advert for, down the bottom here, Shell Premium. Fill up and feel the difference. You can be sure of Shell. And I remember that slogan from the 70s. And then this side we have Brook Bond Freshness advert. And an advert here for Decca. I like the old adverts. It's something I'm very interested in. The old adverts and old sweets from the 70s. I actually love the 70s. I was born in 64, so to me growing up was the 70s. And then we've got an advert here for Dr. Bernardo's Homes in the corner here. And this is a life assurance office. And then this side, the Queen leaves the Abbey wearing her imperial crown and carrying the sceptre and the orb. Dedication and homage. And then here, Britain's lovely young Queen is watched by her sons. Be thy head anointed with oil, be strong and of a good courage. But why, Granny? Asked the boy prince. I present unto you your undoubted Queen. And then this side, some more pictures. She's crowned and receives her husband's kiss. God crown you with a crown of glory. Oh, nice big advert here. This one's Hercules, the finest bicycle built today. I don't know that make, that brand. See Britain's finest range of bicycles at your local Hercules dealer. Issued in commemoration of Coronation Day 1953 by Hercules. Love that picture. It's really a good era picture there. Lovely. And then here we have straight as a narrow they march, pomp and circumstance. Hyde Park trees frame the glittering procession. So I say, if you want to buy this off me, give me your offers in the comments below. I'm sure we'll come to a deal. Obviously you'll have to pay your shipping as well. And here's some lovely adverts. I'll take some little pictures of these so you can see these. TV shows Queen to millions, better than an Abbey seat. Huh? So be it. And then we have a crossword, News Chronicle crossword, cricket scores. If you want me to tell you about any of these things, dog results, motor mart. Oh, that could be interesting to some car people. Let's have a quick look. Caravans, new and second, best HP terms, any make or exchange. exchanges. No prices there. West End Caravans, London West 1. Here's a car one for you. Westwick Motor Company, a Hillman 10 HP, 10 whatever, utilities with canvas hood, 1943 to 1946 models, in first class order, good tyres, spare wheel, new battery, guaranteed 12 months, 2 fold-up seats behind driver and passenger, tax, goods until 30th of June 1953, full details and photo on request, price £225, free delivery anywhere in England, Scotland or Wales, AA and RAC engineers inspection welcome. Wow, love one of those. And the last page, this, the crowded hour, newsreel of the day, all curious, all concerned, all elegant, all excited, all prepared to the chimes of Big Ben. So I hope that was something you enjoyed, especially that car price. That was something to really know about. I do have more in that series. If you want to see any more, I may share some more here, but I've also got the whole series on my other channel, Tranquillity Through Life's Natural Beauty. And while I'm back between my little clips, I've got a few clips to share with you today. As you can see, running on the ticker tape below, if you want to start StreamYard and do any purchases on StreamYard, I do have a discount code linked below. Make sure you click on that before you spend any money. And if you use the discount code in the description, you will get $10 credit or the equivalent when spending $25 on StreamYard. Don't know what I was saying then. Halloween's coming up, StreamYard. So that's something to actually bear in mind if you're interested in doing that. Yes, the papers, it says at the beginning, it was in my house in England. I had 2 properties I owned in England separately, one and then the other. One was Edwardian and one was Victorian. And the first one, we went up in the loft, and up in the loft, my friends found old newspapers. A lot were damaged because there was funny, we're talking about wasp. A big wasp nest had been made out of a whole bulk of them, but there was still many more still fully intact. I can't remember the oldest one I've still got. It's 1929, I think. But as I said, go on my other channel. There's a playlist called something like Curiosity Collector, and you'll see all what I found. There's some old medicine bottles still with the labels on, and all the old newspapers. I went through each newspaper in the each video. I think I've got 1 or 2 more to still put up of those. So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, I love things like that. And also that property had 2 great big old sheds in the garden. And I'm not joking, you couldn't even get in the door. They were piled high. They had old birthday and Christmas cards, like really old ones, like pop-ups and all sorts of things. So many things there. I have said before, there was a letter there written to the lady who did live in the property before, and it was from her granddaughter, and it was a drawing of a dress she wanted her grandma to make for her. And she said, "Grandma, could you please make this for me, because I'm going to a concert with a new band that I really want to see. They're called the Beatles." I found all sorts of things there. I couldn't keep everything. A lot of it had mould on or was very musty and whatever else. And I didn't, unfortunately, then even have a camera that I could take pictures of everything. And as I say, a lot was mouldy, so I couldn't couldn't keep it. There's old ration books and letters from the husband to the wife back and forth when it sounded like there was some sort of big car accident and he was in hospital and she was well enough to be home but couldn't get to visit him. And it was lots of love letters backwards and forwards. So much interesting stuff there. I'll probably talk about that when I'm thinking about on my other channel doing my renovation videos, because that property I had to get a bridging loan on because it didn't have a proper bathroom and toilet. It had a toilet, but the bath was in the kitchen and that wasn't permitted. Obviously, the bath was in the kitchen. So because of that, I had to get a bridging loan and renovate it. So I'm thinking about, I've got photographs. I haven't got barely any footage, but it's photographs of the progress of the property. And yeah, total derelict place. I had to do it out there, polystyrene for heating on all the ceilings and all the walls for insulation. Can you imagine that now? So, and the colours were purples and bright oranges, and I think I need to sit and collate all that. There's footage when I moved in, but not footage of all the work being done. As I say, I didn't have a camera and had to borrow one, and then I got a video camera, one of those great big massive things that you use for like filming TV shows, one of those massive things up on your shoulder. So yeah, I've got all that to share with you. So I think I will do that when I have time to actually collate all that stuff. So that's something, I've got so much I want to share, but it's just getting down and doing it basically. Okay, let's move on to just get rid of that, or else I will probably play you the same bit twice. Okay, let's go on to our next theme of the day, which is this. And here we go. Enjoy. So I hope there were some handy tips there for you. I like to share as many hacks and tips as I can with you. If you've ever got any great hacks or tips, do put them in my comments and then we can share them around some more. So that's something I hope you enjoy seeing. If there's any other topics you'd like me to include in the future, then of course do ask. Okay, moving straight along. Let's go on to the next theme of the day, which is this. When you're making these boxes, remember you can make any size you like, but you need to adjust the sizes. The size I'm giving you today is for this very small size box, which is great if you make perhaps jewellery and you need gift boxes to put them in, or any other little things. Remember, if you're making lids and bases of the boxes, you will need to slightly make the lids bigger to accommodate the lid to go on top. So play around with the different sizes, but I'm going to give you the template for the box I've just shown you size. So here is the template for the actual size. I will do a screenshot of it so you can pause and copy it down. Basically you want this to be 18 centimetres. The distance from the edge here across to the centre is 9 centimetres. Your little square tabs will be 2 centimetres, and across from here to here will end up 4.5 centimetres. Where I've put these 4 red crosses, these lines are where you cut. So you need to make those 4 cuts. A little cut here, a little cut here, a little cut here, and a cut here, so that this area is 2 centimetres. So that's the hardest part. But once you've made your template, keep it and always use it to adjust. So you don't need to draw a bigger one out. You can just draw slightly bigger lines as you're tracing this template, but know how much bigger you want it. But once you have your template, you never need to spend much time on it. Just cut out your templates and then just fold in the tabs. Bend it up so your pointy bits go inside. And you're going to make this little side piece. So I'll show you again. So here's your pointy piece. You want to fold so we have a square here, a base. You fold that up Now this piece becomes part of the edge. This part here will become the inner edge, and this will go on the bottom. And the idea of this is it doesn't matter what you've got on this side of your cardboard or old cards or whatever you use, because you're only going to see this side. Even on this, got my square here. This bit will be the side of the box. This bit will be the inside of the side of the box, and this bit will go down on the base. So make your folds, fold your tab in, fold up the side, fold your other tab in to make the next side. Can you see how the box is forming? And then bend this bit over so it becomes the inside of the box, and bend down so this triangle becomes the base of that side. And we repeat that all the way round. So the next side, this will be the up of the side. This will go down inside, and this will become, we fold it up, bend that bit in, and the point down. And the idea of these tabs are it holds it all together. So as you bend in, your tabs push in to the previous one. So just your very first one, you've got to tuck that in, and we'll push it all together. Make nice creases to hold it all together, and then you will see your box. When you're cutting out your template, if you have a picture, for example, and you want something specific to be the top of your box in your picture, make sure you lay your template, your main square piece here, over the main picture that you want on the top. So have a go at these. These are a great way of using up old birthday cards or Christmas cards. Bear in mind, the bigger template you have, the bigger the card needs to be. So even this size, you can't have the smaller version birthday and Christmas cards. It's not quite big enough. So you need your bigger birthday or Christmas cards. And remember, as strong as you want them to make, you can use old packets from groceries and have some advertising slogans on them, whatever you like. If you want to use gift wrap, that's fine. It won't be strong enough, so just paste that onto some thin card. Have fun with these. Let me know how you get on, and look out for more craft ideas. So I hope that was useful to some of you. If you don't do crafting, I'm sure you know someone who does, who you can pass it on to. And we did have a comment from Steve and Tina Jewell. We were talking about hacks, and they came up with a great hack to share with you. And Steve, I think, says, when camping, I use ash from the fire to clean the outside of the pot. That's a really good tip, particularly if you don't take loads of stuff with you when you're camping. So that's good. We've also got Char of Hearts in. Lovely to see you too. And Char, I know your name's not Char. Char says, hope your week is starting great, Dawn, and Tina and Steve. Look, I've only just come back to doing lives properly. Give me a break. I can't think what I'm saying. I was actually talking to someone today and saying, I bet Steve and Tina did, but I don't think anyone else that watches my lives realised I wasn't actually live for the last week or so. Steve and Tina, I think, did. They're pretty switched on. But yes, does anyone else do lives and they're not actually live? Do you know what I mean by that? Yes, I wasn't present on the screen, basically. So I do have clips I want to share with you today, but it's very good when I can't speak properly to just have some more clips going on. Stephen Tina says, sun is out, a good start to the week. Certainly is. It's still very hot here. Oh, we went out yesterday. I'll talk more about it on Wednesday. But a paradox museum. It's full of illusions and things you can do to look like you're doing something else. All sorts of footage we got from there. And some of it was a bit not corrupt, but wasn't filmed right, because they film for you, the workers in there, so you can do some of the things. Mike can't hold the phone steady, so he can't do it anyway if I'm doing something. And they kept doing vertical, because everyone in there, I suppose these days, most people are Instagram, they want pictures for that. So they did vertical. I kept saying, can you turn it around the other way, please? Now, I don't know if you know or you don't know, but if you're still filming and you turn the camera around, it just turns the picture sideways. It doesn't change it to portrait and landscape just by turning the camera. You have to stop recording, turn the camera, then start recording. So I was editing it all today, and there's a few things I've just had to snapshot. And they have music playing in the rooms. And obviously, so I've had to edit it completely, but it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun one. I hope to put that up. Probably that will be Friday, because I've got one ready to go on Wednesday. So it'll probably be Friday that will be on this channel. I always have to look at the title, who I am today, because I'm doing lives on, I will be doing lives on 3 channels soon, but I'm doing 2 channels at the moment. So yes, you learn the hard way. That's like when people do their first lives. I've never used a phone for YouTube, but I see a lot of people do their first lives, and most people are used to filming this way. I never film that way. I always film this way because YouTube wants it this way. So I've never filmed that way. So if you see a few of my shots in YouTube and there with the black sides, you know that wasn't me filming or doing the photography. And yes, I always film this way. But you see someone do their first live and they're used to the camera this way. And then people in the comments will say, turn your camera around, turn your camera around. So they literally turn the camera around and then they're on their sides. But we all have to learn somewhere. I didn't have a proper phone until very recently. So, yeah. But I did know that straight away. I knew that. Steve and Tina say DJI gimbal works well for stabilising a shaky camera. The editing suite I use, which is free to use, it's very old, and with that, when you put your bit of film in or you whatever you put in, you just hit anti-shake and it just stops it all shaking. So I don't have to worry about that, because obviously holding a phone is more shaky than holding a camera, and I don't worry about that. Particularly things like I film some of our drives, so when we drive, obviously near us it's not proper road, so it's quite bumpy, and particularly driving back to the house. I filmed a couple of times, literally coming back to the house, and that's like boom, 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 like that. And Mike's like, you can't show that, surely. I went, yes, I can. yes, it's Movie Maker that comes on the computer. And as I said the other day, it's a really old version. I can't use any editing suite where you use the slidey thing. And this is the last version of Movie Maker where you just click on what you want and it puts it up. There's none of this load it and then put it up, because there is another version where you can do that. You can import your pictures you want in and then you put them onto like a reel or whatever you want to call it. This one, I just go into where I've got my pictures and film, click on it and it's straight up there. Can move it around, do everything with it. I did do a video on that. I can't remember I think that's on this channel, how I use it, and it is definitely the most simplest. Stephen Tina say we use CapCut. Yeah, I can't find anything else that doesn't have that slidey bar. I'm guessing yours does, because I can't find anything else. As I say, the only other thing I found without is this. I think it's another updated version of Movie Maker, but you have to import it in and then click it all again to put it on the actual reel or whatever. So yeah, they're not made for people with brain problems and other disabilities, most of these editing suites, unfortunately. So once this laptop goes, we've even tried to kind of take the program out and put it on Mike's laptop, and it's not happening. So once this laptop goes, I suppose I could try and find a really old computer somewhere, but obviously it's not going to work and be dead slow. So you'll get videos of 2 minutes long. Getting used to help from the kids. Yes. Yes, one of our volunteers here. I said, how do you know all this stuff? Oh, we were brought up with it. We've known it since we were little children. It's like, yes, I bet there's stuff we know that they won't have a clue how to do. Okay, let's move on to the next theme of the day. Do you like the way I'm doing things instead of holding up the circles? I forgot what number I'm doing now. Yes, instead of holding up the circles now, I do this. Yes, I can watch colour lights all day. And I went to get it as soon as you were asking. It's just this little cheapy one here. Just this. This is what it is. Does it still work? Can't tell. Oh, no battery in there. No battery. But yeah, just this. I think it was €1. And as I say, it was on the floor and I was filming it like downwards. I was above it, filming it. It just shows you don't really need all these fancy things or filters or anything. That was exactly how I did it in the room, in the pitch black, filmed it. Obviously, it was changing colours and then just took photo shots out of it. That's something else I can do in my editing suite, that literally any point I can watch, freeze the film and take a picture. So, and then I collected all of those, stuck them together with a nice bit of music. So yeah, quite an easy one to do. Very clever. Thank you. Thank you. It was more for me because I love my lights. And as I put in the chat there, I've got a Christmas tree that's fibre optics as well. It's got an angel on the top that's fibre optics. All the wings light up. I've got that separate. That's quite big. That's kind of this sort of size. Unfortunately now, the type of battery, Mike would have to tell me what the battery is in it. I think it's the battery. There's something in it that doesn't work now. And yeah, it is a battery, but it's a very funny size. I have to ask him. You can't get one here that size. So we've looked at the company and no, there's nothing there. So the angel doesn't light up anymore, but the tree does. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I love fibre optics. I like UV lights, any of those purpley things or changing colours. Yeah, I love lights, basically. Very much love lights. I definitely think I said I was either a moth in a past life because I'm attracted to pretty coloured lights, or I'm also think I might have been a centipede or a millipede because I like shoes. Lots of legs, lots of feet, so lots of shoes. Yeah. And my light that I'm using now also does change in colours. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see. You can't see it. I'm going to bring it round so you can see. Wait. Can you see that? I don't know how it comes out on your screen. Does it just look white to you? I don't know. But that is very pronounced colours. I hope I'm not blinding you. Yeah, so that's lots of colours, and there's no way Bambi is going to stand up again. Bambified. Who's been using Bambified? Steve and Tina used the word Bambified. Thank you for that. I did notice. I did see you use the word Bambified. I think that was just as a live was finishing. I did see that. I'm challenging you all to use the word Bambified. Maybe you can see it in my glasses. Oh, look around my eyes. That's effective. Can you see around my eyes and my eyeballs? Halo light. Yeah, I don't think I'm there. Horns for dawn. Horns for dawn. No, naughty dawn. Yes, so I want to know if there's any more topics or themes that you'd like me to cover. I've got probably... I actually didn't put all of them in the intro of today because the intro shows you some of them. I actually had some elsewhere, which I'd forgotten. But yeah, and the format, I'm going to try and mix a bit of reading like I used to do the themes with a bit of clips. Today I just had clips lined up because I'm just getting a bit used to practicing changing over. The only thing with StreamYard is when there's chat up, I might be a bit slow to respond because you may or may not know that's on a different click over there, and I'm normally lining something up. The clips give me time to go and get the fibre light to show you and things like that, and it does give me a little break. I'm having to figure out, but let me know, do you like the clips? I just felt reading all the time might be a bit boring for some people, so maybe I'm going to switch it around, do a bit of reading, bit of clips. Not vodka in the glass. No, I don't drink vodka. Water. I've got my physio tomorrow, so I've got to be healthy, and so we'll see what's going on with that tomorrow. So I will update you on Wednesday. If anyone wants a update of what's going on with me, last Wednesday on this channel was a big update, and then I had another update on Friday on my other channel. So you've got to keep up with all these. Wednesdays and Fridays are the 2 chat days. So Wednesday on this channel, Friday on the other channel. But there are other days, as you can see, that I do lives as well. But they will be the days. I'm updating you now as I go because it could be too much. Clipboards. What's clipboards? Clipboards? Clipboards. Explain further. Clipboards. Throwing random words at me. What are you on about clipboards? Clipboards. Comment at 6:21 p.m. Yes, it's 6:21 p.m. in Cyprus. I was a bit worried about good. I was a bit worried about this scheduled live. I've done lots of scheduled lives, but this one, I went onto it and it confuses me because it puts up StreamYard the time that you've set the StreamYard, as in if I go out now and set up the next Monday one, it will put the time of now, and then it puts the date of the scheduled one. I've got used to that. Ignore, don't look at the first date. I don't know why they need to tell you when you set it up as opposed to the time you want it to be scheduled for. That's fine. But the other problem is today I went to do this one. It's just had scheduled, no date. I was like, oh, does that mean it's been and gone and I set it up the wrong date? And so I clicked out. I just loaded all those clips I've shown you on the bottom. So I clicked out to see if I could figure it out. And it's like, no, scheduled. Oh, it's today. So it hasn't got scheduled the date because we're on the right day. Fine. Came back in. Of course, if you know, anything you put along the bottom to present goes if you click out. So I had to reload them all. The clipboards are good. Excellent. Excellent. Clipboards, good. The clipboards are good. Yes. So as you can see, I've been having fun doing all those little interlude bits. I think that's definitely better than just holding up my circles now. And also I can use those circles now in the books. If I'm going to read from the books, I can still put them in those. So I'm still using those. Nearly miss your own lives. Oh dear. The Monday and the Wednesday one, I don't think, well, I shouldn't say it because I will miss them now. I don't think I'll miss because I'm actually hanging around to do them because for me it's 5:30 p.m. they start. And I'm kind of hanging on because I know that with most Americans and Canadians particularly, they're sort of getting up and getting going and whatever else. If I do them much earlier, I've got less chance of people actually being able to see them live. So I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs to do the 5:30 ones, which are Monday and Wednesday on this channel. So I don't think I'll miss those. The Friday live on the other channel is my 2 p.m. Now, I don't really think I'll miss that unless I just forget I'm doing a live, because I have lunch, sort myself out, and then it's the live. So that kind of fits. And then, as you know, the other channel, the Tuesday and the Thursday are pop-ups. So I don't have them scheduled anyway. They're just random whenever I'm ready. If I'm in, I was like, oh, I'll do it in a minute, or I'll just go and do this and I'll go and do the live. So, yeah. People panic if you're not there on your lives, don't they? If I'm not able to do a live, it's scheduled. If I don't take it down, I will always leave a message on my community post. I know a lot of people do that. So if I can't do it for some reason, there's no message there, then panic. Or you can just forget, can't you? I know some people do theirs really early, get up and do it. And I know some people have actually not woken up and done it. So it's going to happen somewhere. So yes, I've really enjoyed making all these little extra clips. There's quite a lot more I've made that will pop up as we go. But I'm going to finish today. I've got to keep under an hour because I go a bit doolally if I think too much. So I'm going to keep under the hour if I can, although I enjoy the chat. So I'm going to finish with my quote, my Monday quote, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow if I do a pop-up. My appointment's in the morning, so I should be able to do a pop-up tomorrow on my other channel. If not, I hope to see you here Wednesday, same time as today, and see you soon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. And if you're watching this back later, drop a comment to say hello so I can personally say hello to you too. So until next time.